Hey guys, welcome back to Tiki Rick Adventures. Thank you guys for joining me today. I'm gonna go into Disneyland today and I'm gonna try some of the 70th anniversary food, some of the new food that came out. There's a lot of new food to try, so it's gonna be over the course of a couple of videos, but we're gonna try some more stuff today. So let's go grab some lunch, let's have some fun, and let's get things started. All right, so I'm gonna start at Rancho del Zocalo because there's 3 items that I wanna try. 2 of them are from the 70th menu and the other one is just a seasonal option. But I'm gonna start there for lunch. I'm really hungry, so I'm definitely gonna eat a lot today. We're gonna try as many things as we can today, but it's just me today, so I probably won't get too many foods. Maybe some specialty coffees or some cold brews or things like that. The clouds are burning away. It's kind of cloudy right now, but they're starting to burn away, which is nice. And it's gonna be pretty warm today. It's gonna be about 75, somewhere around that zone. So it's gonna be a nice warm day, but it will heat up into the 80s next week. So I'm just enjoying the cool weather while it lasts. It's also Savannah Banana Day. They're gonna have the Savannah Bananas here, which are kind of like the baseball version of the Harlem Globetrotters. So we'll see if we can catch the cavalcade for that. I can't find any times about that on the app, but it says it might be at 12:30. I heard that on Instagram, so we'll see. I don't really know what else they'll be doing for that today, but we'll try to see if there's any extra festivities and stuff. I can see the lines to get in Disneyland are pretty long right now. It's gonna be a pretty busy day. It's a grad night too, so it's an extra busy day, but we're gonna have a great day regardless. Let's enjoy this cool weather and let's go eat because I'm very hungry. Let's go to Rancho del Zocalo first, and then we'll figure out what we're gonna do for the rest of the day. They've got the notice of filming up today, so you can be recorded if you're here today. It's probably something for Savannah Bananas. They're probably going to record the cavalcade or something with the team, maybe in front of the castle or with characters or something, but it's always kind of exciting when they're filming stuff here. I like seeing that. Looks like it's going to be a fairly busy day here. It's a Wednesday, but it's pretty packed on Main Street. That's always an indicator that the wait times are going to be pretty long. But the weather's nice today. I really enjoy seeing the clouds. It's going to burn away, though, into a clear sky, I think, later today. It's pretty darn warm, though. It's warmer than it says it is. It says it's 70 degrees, but it feels more like 80. I'm pretty hot, actually, already walking on Main Street. Let's go to Rancho del Zocalo, one of my favorite places to eat. I love that quick service place. Let's grab some lunch there, because I am starving. I'm at Rancho del Zocalo now, and I'm here just after 11 o'clock, so it's not quite peak lunchtime. They just opened at 11, so it's nice. There's plenty of tables here. I love eating here because it's always quick. It's quick service food, but you get real plates and you get real silverware, which is actually kind of nice. You get real stuff to eat on, not just the paper or the plastic plates, which is a nice little touch for a quick service place. And I like that they have a lot of food service counters here. You can definitely get things really quickly here. There's a lot of food options. There's something for everyone if you like Mexican food. It's really good. One thing I'm sad about, though, is they don't have the fish tacos anymore. They do have shrimp ceviche, but you have to go to the dessert station, oddly enough, to get the shrimp ceviche. That's just where they serve it. So look at the sign where it says desserts. Don't get confused if you want to get that one. And I have heard it's very good, but I'm not a big shrimp fan, so I'm not going to try that one. I've heard it's spicy, too, but people have been saying really good things about it. I know my friends love that one. So if you like shrimp ceviche, definitely try that one out. But I wish they had the fish tacos still. It had a chipotle crema on it, and those were just really satisfying, really filling tacos too. So I got 3 new items to try. 2 of these are going to be from the 70th menu for the anniversary, and one of them is just a seasonal item. So let's go with the first one, the real food, and then I'll try the desserts after I try the real food here. So this is the fried walking tamale. It's a fried tamale with chili, corn chips, onions, cilantro, cheese, and sour cream. It was $13.99, but it's a pretty small portion for $13.99. I love that there's Fritos, that there's corn chips on top. I think that's really fun. And they also poured on some onions and cilantro, which is really nice. I love onions and cilantro, so I'm really gonna enjoy that. The chili smells really good, but it's a pretty small tamale, and the filling is pretty skimpy. There's not a lot of meat. There's a lot of masa, but there's really not a lot of meat on the inside of the tamale. So that's just my first impression. It doesn't look like this will quite fill you up. It looks more like a snack-sized portion for $13.99. There's definitely better value. The tacos are going to be a better value here, and the tacos are delicious too. Or one of their burritos. Those are very filling, and they're the same price too. So I'd go with one of those if you want something more filling and more satisfying. This isn't quite there in terms of bang for your buck, but it's probably still delicious. I love tamales, and I've never had a fried tamale. I don't think I've ever had a deep fried tamale. Usually they're just steamed and stuff. So let me try that chili real quick just to see how that is. Ooh, chili with lots of onions there. That's really unique chili. I like it. It's spicy too, actually. It's about a medium to hot level of spice. It's really nice chili, but there's something I can't place my finger on. I think it's cinnamon. I think there's like a little bit of cinnamon in there. There's the tiniest amount of cinnamon, but I can distinctly taste that. I don't think I've ever had cinnamon in chili before, but I actually enjoy that. It's kind of nice. That's a really good flavor profile to add to chili. It's got a really rich flavor to it, which is nice. All right, I'm gonna try the tamale with the Frito on top there too. That way you get a little crunch with it. That is fantastic. I just think the price is a little high, but it is very good. I love the fried masa flavor there, the fried corn flavor, and it pairs really well with the crunchiness from the corn chips. I think that's a really great choice to put Fritos on top of this. There's quite a bit of Fritos too, so it's like a walking taco, you know, like Fritos where they pour chili on top and then onions and cilantro and cheese and sour cream. It's just like that, but it's on top of a tamale. I think it could be a little bit of a bigger portion, but the flavor is phenomenal. I really like this. All the food at Rancho del Zocalo is always flavorful and prepared well. This is definitely prepared well. I would get this one again and I'd recommend it. I think it needs more meat, especially on the inside. There's barely any meat in there, but what is there is delicious, and I really like that chili a lot. That chili is phenomenal. It's a really unique chili. It's not your standard chili because of that cinnamon flavor. It adds a different flavor element to it that you're not used to. It kind of caught me off guard at first, but I really enjoy that. And it's pretty spicy too. I think that's a nice level of spice. If you don't like spicy food, I wouldn't bother trying this because it is pretty spicy, but the cheese on top is nice. I love the onions. I love all the flavors and the contrast of textures there. This is a really good dish. I would definitely recommend this one. Try it out. You're gonna like this one. And Rancho del Zocalo always does cream puffs. This is a 70th edition cream puff. So it's orange on the outside. It's got 70th colored sprinkles on top, which is kind of nice. The weirdest thing about this though is that it has chocolate covered corn chips. They're just chocolate covered Fritos on top. I have never had a chocolate covered Frito before. I've never even thought about that. I don't know about that combination of chocolate and corn, how that's gonna work out, but we're gonna give it a try for sure. I like chocolate potato chips and I like chocolate bacon. I like that sweet, savory element, but that's just kind of odd to have chocolate Fritos specifically. Let's try the Fritos on their own. I gotta see what that's like because that is just super bizarre. I don't dislike it. I think I'd like chocolate potato chips or chocolate something else a little better. The Fritos taste is a little weird with the chocolate, but the salty sweet combination is pretty nice. I like that more than I thought I was gonna like it. And the inside is a nice mocha cream of this one. I love mocha, I love coffee flavored things, so I think this is gonna be delicious. The outside is usually kind of got a bite to it, but it's still soft enough. I like their cream puffs here in general, so I'm sure I'm gonna enjoy this. Let's give it a bite. I put one of the chocolate Fritos on top just to try a bite of everything there. All right, let's try this out. I think this is gonna be good. I'm excited for it. I really like that. The inside tastes like chocolate pudding, but with coffee. It's got a really nice texture and creaminess to it. It's got a really heavy coffee flavor too. You can really taste the mocha. It's not just chocolate, but it is chocolatey. If you like chocolate pudding and you like coffee things, you're gonna enjoy this. The outside's nice. It's got a little bit of a bite to it, but it's still soft. Still a really good pastry shell on the outside. A really great dessert. I'm sure you're gonna enjoy this one. The price was $8.99, which is kind of a lot for a small cream puff, but you could almost split this between two people. It's a pretty big cream puff, so the price is not too bad for that. I really enjoy this. I'd recommend this one. We're off to a great start because both these items are awesome. I really like that cream puff a lot. I'd get that again for sure. And this last one is a seasonal item. It wasn't on the 70th menu, so it's not specifically 70th themed, but it is new. It is seasonal and it looks delicious. I think I'm most excited for this. This is the Fresas Con Crema, so just strawberries with cream, and it's strawberries with a sweet cream. It's got lots of whipped cream on top, and the kicker is that it has cheesecake bites. I love cheesecake, so I think that's gonna be really good. I love when you go to frozen yogurt places and you can get cheesecake bites on top. I think this is gonna be good. So let me try the cheesecake bite, just see how that is on its own. That's actually good cheesecake. I like that. I wish there was more of it on top, but I actually really like that. I love strawberries, and there's lots of strawberries in the bottom of this, and a lot of cream. There's mostly cream and about a third strawberries on the bottom, but I think it's gonna be very good. Let's get a scoop all the way up like that there. I love strawberries so much. So for me, that is a perfect dessert. That is truly perfect. No notes at all. I wouldn't change anything about it. It's sweet, it's very sweet, but it's not overly sweet for a dessert. I love the strawberries in that. If you like strawberries, you're gonna enjoy this. The cream is so nice. The ratio of strawberries to cream is nice. And I like having the cheesecake on top. That cheesecake is really good. It adds a little bit of tanginess and balance to it. This is super delicious. I just absolutely love strawberries though. If you don't like strawberries, strawberries. Obviously, you're not going to enjoy this one, but this is so good. This is one of my new favorite desserts. I love the simplicity of it, that it's only a few ingredients. I like the creaminess from the cream. It's really, really creamy. It's awesome. This is fantastic. The whipped cream on top is great too. If you want something kind of refreshing but very sweet, you're going to enjoy this one. I love this. I can't believe I hadn't tried this one yet. I absolutely love it, and I would get this one again. You have to try all three of these out. All three items today have been so good so far. I'm excited. We're off to a really good start food-wise, so I'm going to walk around and get some steps in after this. Maybe ride a ride. We'll see what the ride wait times are like. It's pretty busy, so I might not do rides, but I'm going to sit here and enjoy the rest of my lunch, and I will see you guys very shortly. I'm surprised at how many people are in Savannah Banana gear. Like, I didn't know, like, Bananagins was their, like, catchphrase. Apparently it is, because I keep seeing that on all the shirts. But there's a lot of people ready. There's going to be a cavalcade at 12:30. I'm going to go to the DVC lounge, and then we're going to watch the cavalcade at 12:30. I'll come back here to Main Street somewhere or in the hub and just try to find a spot to sit. People are already lining up. It's a special once-in-a-lifetime cavalcade. So if you're a Savannah Banana fan, I'm sure it's going to be good. I don't really know anything about them other than they're kind of like the Harlem Globetrotters, so I'm not really sure what to expect, but I'm sure it'll be fun regardless. And then I have to walk around after because I am so full. All that food was so good, I couldn't stop eating it, and I am very, very full now. So I'm going to go to the DVC lounge, grab my coffee, and then we'll come back and watch the cavalcade. The DVC lounge just got these Disneyland 70th anniversary stickers, and I just think they're so cute. They're such fun little stickers. I love Minnie and Mickey on there. I just love Minnie's costumes. I love the design of that, though. It's really fun. I like the colors that they chose for it. How cool just to get a little free sticker. I love me a good sticker. In the last video, I mentioned I was going to watch World of Color, and I did. I watched World of Color Happiness with my friend, and it was really fun to be able to stay late and do it. I don't do the nighttime spectaculars too often, so it was really awesome to be able to watch that. I enjoyed it, but it wasn't my favorite World of Color, and I'm not trying to be overly critical of it. The beginning was awesome. I loved Rainbow Connection. I think Rainbow Connection being in that is so cool, especially if you're a Muppets fan like me. I'm a fan of Kermit, and I really like the Boyz II Men cover that they had in there. That was a good version of Rainbow Connection. It really was emotionally driven, which I thought was nice. The beginning and the end of World of Color were really strong. It started off so strongly, and I felt like it just kind of faltered after that. It felt incohesive and disjointed. It was hard to tell what the theme was. My friend and I, we felt the same exact way. She whispered to me during the show, and she's like, so what's the theme? Like, World of Color 1 was very obvious that it was the idea that it just takes one person to create a ripple effect, or one little thing to put the dominoes in motion, and it was kind of inspirational in that sense. I like that. Every show usually has a coherent theme here, and that just didn't seem like an obvious theme at all. I guess the theme at the end, I don't even remember. It was something like being all together is creating happiness. I think that was kind of the overall takeaway. But the middle was kind of a weird medley. I just didn't care for the Incredibles and Hercules and Tangled and Moana mashup. What a weird mashup. I think they could have done medleys of songs better in that show. They could have picked some more popular songs. Wish was a flop. Wish lost like over $130 million for Disney. And I'm sorry to say, I just didn't enjoy that movie. It's totally fine if you enjoy it, but to put a song in World of Color from Wish was an odd choice. There's so many more songs and movies and better choices that people would actually like to listen to and would resonate with a larger audience. This one just didn't resonate with people because not that many people saw Wish, and the people like me that did see Wish, a lot of us just didn't really enjoy it. I just thought it wasn't the best Disney movie. It just really didn't hit anything for me. I feel like the Moana part was pretty good. I liked the Tangled part a lot. That was my favorite part too, other than Rainbow Connection. But to have the Incredibles song be such a big part of it was kind of an odd choice. And I love Encanto, but that was kind of weird to have Pressure. Of all the songs, to have Pressure from Encanto, I think that should have been like a medley or mashup of Encanto songs like Family Madrigal or some of the other better songs from the movie. Pressure's not a bad song, it just went on for far too long, I think. They played like the whole song, which was kind of odd. But like I said, the beginning and end were good, but you do get soaked. Just be warned, we were in the second row and my friend's hair got drenched all the way down. I felt bad for her. I got very wet too. We both got really wet, so we had to leave the park wet. Our clothes were soaked through completely. I brought ponchos just in case, but I thought you only needed the ponchos in the first row. So just be warned, you get wet in the audience for that show. I don't know if it was just the wind direction or what happened, but we got very, very soaked. It was good. It's not my favorite World of Color, but it's still definitely worth watching. It's still a great, spectacular show. I just think some of the choices were a little weird, that's all. Just one little baby duckling today. I don't see any others, just this one scooting along. He's a fast swimmer. Oh, there's one coming with another mom back there. Maybe that's one of his siblings up there. Yeah, see, there's another one right there. That Savannah Banana thing was actually really fun. Like I said, I don't really know anything about them, but it was a fun cavalcade. There was a lot of energy there, and it was just kind of cool to be involved with the cavalcade and be able to watch all the baseball players come down the street. It was just something unique you don't see at Disneyland too often, and the audience was loving it. The crowd was cheering and roaring. It was a lot of fun. I'm going to enjoy these ducks in the meantime. I just like standing here and watching them. I'm going to walk around and get some more steps too, because I'm really full from lunch still. Oh, look at how cute they are. Here's some more duckies in the pond over by Big Thunder Mountain. A whole group of them there. Oh, they're so cute. Those are little tiny ones too. It's cool to see babies still in late spring like this. They're still making babies. Oh, I can hear them. I love their little cheeps. Their little voices are so cute. I'm going to head over to DCA because there's a Magic Key event this week. Well, it's a Magic Key giveaway, really. You get a poster and you get a free ice cream. They have Mickey ice cream bars, premium ice cream bars. So that's kind of fun to pick up. But you do need to go into the app. I didn't get it until this afternoon because I didn't do it this morning. You go into the app and you start typing in join virtual queue, and there'll be two options. One for World of Color, and there's another virtual queue option for Magic Key holders for the event. It's just photo opportunities, the free ice cream, and you get a little poster, a collectible poster from Hayden Evans' art. So that's kind of a nice little touch. I don't know if I'll be here late enough for it because my queue is not for like 400 minutes, it says, so it might be later today. I joined at 1 in the afternoon and it's for the evening, so if you want to do that, you probably want to join earlier in the day, but we'll head over there and at least see if I could look at the stuff. It's near the courtyard in the Hyperion. It's actually my little quiet corner over there, my little cozy corner where I like to hang out. But let's head into DCA for a little bit. There's a 0% chance of rain in the forecast right now, but I just felt the sprinkle, and the people next to me said they felt sprinkles too. So why is it a 0% chance? It got cloudy all of a sudden, and it cooled down by like 10 or 15 degrees. It's very odd how rapidly it cooled down. It's really nice now, but it was supposed to be hot today, and it was hot for a while, and then now it's just really cold. You never know with Southern California weather. That's why you always want to bring some layers. The wait times are so long in DCA right now. Soarin' was at 100 minutes, Guardian's at 120 minutes, but look at the walkways. Are not too bad. It's weird, it doesn't feel as crowded over here, but it says it's very crowded on the wait time, so I don't know what's going on today. So the Magic Key thing will be here on the side of Hyperion in that courtyard right there. I'm not trying to look a gift horse in the mouth. I'm appreciative of all little things they give us, but a poster is very impractical to carry around for the day without bending it. It's very difficult. You almost need to get a locker just for your poster, which is kind of silly. So I do want to get one, but I don't want to have to carry it around all day and try not to bend it. That's very difficult to do. They also have a sign out here where you can scan the QR code to join the virtual queue if you can't find it in the app. So that's always an option here too. And it'll give you a return time. It's from 3:30 till 8 p.m. on weekdays, and it's from 11 till 4 on the weekend. And I think it's for this week only. So get that if you want. Get the poster and the free ice cream while it lasts. That's Robert Irwin over there, Steve Irwin's son. That's kind of funny. I never really see too many celebrities at Disneyland, and I wouldn't have recognized him until someone posted a picture of him earlier today. So I'm at Acorns, the gift shop at the Grand California Hotel, and I really like this gift shop a lot, but I forgot to show this. You can find this around the park and downtown Disney. I think most locations that sell the 70th merchandise is going to have this magic band. It is $48.48 after taxes. I just asked because I didn't know what slate was, but they said it's $48.48 with tax and everything. That's really expensive. I didn't know magic bands got so expensive. I only ever buy magic bands at Company D when they're like $7.99 or $14.99, so I forgot they're almost $50 for a magic band. Wow, it's really, really cute. I think it's adorable. I love the characters on it. I love Mickey there and Donald at the bottom, and you have Minnie. Let's turn it this way so you can see. On that side is Minnie, Goofy, and Mickey. I think it's really, really nice. I just love the colors of it, but man, $50 is a lot for a little magic band. They don't do much here. They're just kind of to get into the park and some fun interactive things throughout the park, but there's really not much to them. Definitely not $50 worth. This is $17.99. I haven't seen this lanyard yet. It's a black lanyard. lanyard, which is nice. But look, the lanyard has the 70th colors, which is really pretty, the little lanyard itself. And it snaps closed. It button snaps there, and you can put a bunch of cards inside. It holds a lot of cards, actually. You can put your ID in there. That's really cool. I like the black, and I like the colors there. That's a really cute little lanyard. I like this one. I might get that. Since today is Savannah Banana Day, I have to try a banana treat. I feel obligated to try it. I have not tried the banana dip from Harbour Galley yet, so I want to try that out. But I really like banana flavored things. I think this is going to taste like banana runs, but it looks so food dyed. Like, it is bright yellow, like highlighter yellow. So we'll see what it's like, but let's try that. I'm gonna pick it up. My mobile order is ready. So let's get some banana dip with chocolate chip cookies. All right, so I'm at Harbour Galley now, and I did a mobile order. I had to celebrate Savannah Banana in some way, and there's a lot of banana treats right now. My favorite's by far the banoffee pie at Jolly Holiday. If you want to celebrate banana somehow, definitely get that. That one's really, really good. But I wanted to try this out. It's the chocolate chip cookies at Harbour Galley, the viral chocolate chip cookies. People love these. I think they're pretty standard chocolate chip cookies. They remind me of Nestle Toll House, something that you would just buy pre-packaged and bake at home. They just have a nostalgic but delicious flavor to them, but they're not the best homemade chocolate chip cookies you're gonna have. They're definitely not homemade at all. They come in a box and they're pre-refrigerated, but they're not bad. They're definitely good. I just don't see why these went viral over everything else. But now they are serving them with a banana whipped dip, and it looks radioactive. It looks kind of scary. It's surprising. It is very, very yellow. There's 3 runts on top, and I do like artificial banana. I like banana runs. I like banana Laffy Taffy, so I'm sure I'm gonna enjoy this. I just don't understand why they would put chocolate chip cookies with banana. It's just such a weird choice. I get banana chocolate chip loaf, like a banana bread with chocolate chips in it. Not always my favorite thing. I think I like banana bread without chocolate chips, but maybe that's what they were going for. I'm not really sure, but they do serve the cookies warm, which is a really nice touch. They're warm and they're gooey. I ate half of this one, as you can see. I already ate half of it. I could not resist before filming. I had to eat at least a little bit of it while it was warm. They're gooey, they're chewy, they're crispy on the outside. They're kind of cooked around the edges, but they're kind of almost raw in the center, and there's a nice gooiness to them. I like it a lot, but I have to try that. Look at that though. That is crazy. That is an alarming stage of yellow right there. That is really, really weird how yellow it is. We'll try it though. There's probably a lot of food coloring in this. Let's give it a go. That is a really heavy flavor of banana. You almost cannot taste the chocolate chip cookies themselves. All you taste is it's like a 50-50 between artificial banana and real banana. It kind of tastes like a cross between a banana smoothie and like a banana run. It's very odd. I don't think I would choose to have that with the chocolate chip cookies. I think I'd rather just have the chocolate chip cookies on their own. It's not bad, but I love banana things, and it's definitely not good either. I don't know. It's just an overwhelming flavor. It doesn't really mesh well with the chocolate chip cookie itself. It's kind of intense. It's very, very intense. And the color is just really throwing me off. It's like Minions blended up. Oh, the ducks. It's like blended up Minions just in a little tiny cup. This is just weird. It's a very vibrant yellow, and it seems unnatural. There's something definitely unnatural about that. The chocolate chip cookies, I would definitely recommend. I think I would skip the dip. Maybe get the hazelnut dip, which is not the best. It doesn't taste that strongly like Nutella, but the hazelnut dip at least is something. I think if I had to order again though, I'd probably just order no dip and just get the cookies themselves. Just get a 12-pack of cookies and enjoy those. They're good chocolate chip cookies, but I think both the dips that are offered right now don't really do that much. The gingerbread dip during Christmas time was phenomenal. That was so good with the gingerbread cookies. This is not the same case. This is just kind of there. I don't know, it seems gimmicky to me. I wouldn't get this again. I wouldn't necessarily recommend it unless you love banana stuff. I do like banana a lot, but I wouldn't get this again personally, but at least we tried it. Savannah Banana, what do they say? Bananagins, yeah, go Bananagins. I always stop at Storyland Boutique and I check what they have. This is $44.99. This has been out of stock forever. It's the fuzziest, most comfy and cozy little bag. It's so soft. It's such a cute tote bag, but this has been out of stock for a long, long time. For like a month and a half or 2 months, I haven't seen this one. Chip is on that side there, and then Dale's on the other. I love that they actually made them 2 different colors too, because Chip and Dale are technically 2 different colors, even though the characters in the park aren't. Dale is actually lighter, and Chip is supposed to be actually a darker brown. That is so cute. It's seriously so soft and so fuzzy and so comfortable. I'm just glad to see this in stock because I look for it every time. I was really shocked to see it today. $44.99. I don't think they have the little Donald keychain. That's what I was coming for, but I noticed this on my way in and it's so adorable. I love it. And this little coin purse is $19.99. This is back in stock too. This is the cutest coin purse I've ever seen. You got Dale on that side and Chip on that side, and it's got a little zipper that you can hold your coins or some chapstick, just small things inside of it. It's very small, but it does clip onto your bag too, or your backpack, so it's perfect to just carry around and put a couple of little things in it. Look at the little tufts of hair on top between their ears. Well, at least Dale has a tuft of hair. Chip does not, surprisingly, but that is really, really cute. I'm glad to see that back in stock too. This is $19.99, and this is also fun. I haven't seen this. It's just a plastic water bottle, a tumbler, but $19.99 is not too bad. Brown cap on the top, and you have Chip and Dale and acorns, and there's a bunch of their different expressions on there, so it's really fun. That is a really fun water bottle. I love that. Oh, look at that. That's the cutest version of them right there. They're looking all perfectly innocent and cute and adorable. That is so fun. All right, my virtual queue to pick up the poster is ready, and I figured why not buy something so that way I have a bag to hold my poster and it won't get bent up. I still want to try a sweet treat over at Disneyland tonight, so I have more stuff to do. So I figured why not just get a baggie, and of course you got to twist my arm, so I'll buy something. Yeah, I'll gladly buy something. I finally found the jacket in my size. I was looking for this black jacket in an extra large, and it's been out of stock. It's very simple. It just has the Disneyland D and a 70, but it's a hooded jacket, and it's nice. It's a nice windbreaker kind of jacket. It'll be perfect for when it's cold in fall. I probably won't wear it for 6 months, but I'm glad I finally found it in my size. I still haven't found the tan varsity jacket in my size, but yeah, at least I got this one at World of Disney. So like I said, my virtual queue is ready. I joined the line about 1 o'clock and it's now 7 o'clock and it just called me. So I'm gonna pick up my poster and pick up my free ice cream. I don't think I'll do the photo opportunities, but I'll try to show those if no one else is using them at the time. So let's head into Disney California Adventure right here, and we're gonna check all that Magic Key stuff out because that's kind of exciting. It's just something fun to do. Wow, the lines in here are actually really long. The line for photo opportunities looks pretty lengthy, surprisingly. There's a lot of people crammed in this courtyard, so they're calling back a lot of virtual queues at the same time. They're just trying to get as many people as they possibly can through here. But some of these look like they might be 10 or 20-minute waits. Look at for this little one right here. This is just a photo opportunity. I think I'm just going to try to grab my poster and maybe grab my ice cream, depending on how the line is. I can skip the ice cream, though, because I can just get my cake at Plaza Inn after this. I don't need too many sweet treats tonight. But wow, this is a lot busier and more packed than I thought it would be. It's very popular. People love their free stuff, and I don't blame them. But dang, this is a lot of people. All right, I need to find which line is for the poster, because that's pretty much all I want, I guess. All right, I got it. Here's the poster from Hayden Evans Art. That's nice. Hayden Evans did the hotel decorations for Christmas and stuff the last couple of years at the Disneyland Hotel, so I'm familiar with his work. He's a very good artist. This is so thin, though. It's, oh, look at it. It's blown away in the wind. It's so thin that it's definitely going to get bent up. Even if you roll it and put it in a bag, they do have bags in there for you, which is really nice. They have some plastic bags you can grab. I decided to just bypass the Mickey Premium Bar. I know what those taste like, and I'd rather have cake tonight, so even though it's a free ice cream, I really don't need a free ice cream tonight. I don't need too much sugar. Woohoo! Yeah, you can see how thin that is just by how much it's blowing. It's not even too windy right now. It's a fun poster, and I love the colors of it. That is fabulous. The characters look really, really nice on there. Look at all that. If you like Paint the Night, you're definitely going to want to pick one of these up. I don't really know what to do with it, though. I wouldn't really frame it. I pretty much only frame work that I have signed by Disney artists. This one I'm not going to get signed or anything. Obviously, he's not here to sign them, but it's kind of a fun little free gift. Look at Donald down there. Donald's face is so happy. But I do like it, and it was nice of them to give it to us for free, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, I don't need the ice cream. I'm just going to skip that for tonight. All right, like I said, one last stop at Disneyland. I got to go to Plaza Inn and try the 70th celebration cake. It looks so good. I know I'm going to love it. It's like a funfetti cake with cherry and stuff and vanilla bean ganache. It just looks really, really good. I'm sure I'm going to love it. And I want one little sweet treat for the rest of the night. Then I'm going to head home, so I will do my outro after that. So let's go eat that cake, and yeah, that'll be it for today. All right, so I went to Plaza Inn for dinner, and it was delicious. It was amazing. I love eating there, but do as I say, not as I do in this case. Don't go there for dinner. It is bonkers. It is so packed. You can't even get a table, which is crazy. People were having other family members hold the table for them, and since I'm just alone tonight, I just couldn't really get a table. It was very difficult to find anywhere to eat there. It's really, really busy. So if you want to eat there for lunch. Paint the Night and Wondrous Journeys are really bringing out the nighttime crowds again. again, it's nice, it's vibrant, it's cool to see it so busy tonight, but it was so packed there. I had to wait about 20 minutes just to get into the restaurant because everyone wants to eat there since it's on Main Street and they're waiting for the parade anyways. So they probably just figure, why not? We're here, let's just eat here. And that's kind of what I figured too. I was like, instead of walking around through the park in the crowds and trying to fight my way through the crowds, I might as well just stop there and eat there since that was my original plan. It was delicious. I love eating the fried chicken there. I think the fried chicken is always a solid option. It's a good value too. It's actually a pretty big portion for what you get. I like to swap out the gravy though. That's the big hack. As for the brown gravy instead, I just think it makes a huge difference. The brown gravy is a beef stock gravy and it's much more flavorful. It has a good umami flavor to it. It's got a bit of rosemary flavor to it as well. I think it makes the potatoes a lot more flavorful than the regular white chicken gravy that they use, the like kind of beige gravy. I just think the brown one's better in general. So just ask for that and they'll give you that. But I got 3 really big pieces of chicken. It's always juicy, it's always moist. It's really good chicken. It's just a solid option for under $20. You definitely get full. I am stuffed now. I hadn't eaten real food since lunch, so I figured I might as well get the chicken while I'm here, and I waited in line. I'm like, I might as well get a real dinner too. Really, really good. I definitely recommend getting that. That's always one of my go-tos. But I tried out the new cake there too. So this was the 70th celebration cake. It was pound cake, cherry compote, confetti cake, vanilla white chocolate mousse, lemon curd pastry cream with a white chocolate ganache buttercream covering the whole thing. It was very delicious. I would definitely recommend getting that.
I was kind of worried at first that there was going to be too many competing flavors overlapping and not getting along well, but that wasn't the case. They all tasted delicious, and my favorite part was the cherry compote. You could tell it was real cherry too, which was nice. I'm a big fan of cherry, so that was my favorite part. You could taste the pound cake and the funfetti cake. It was delicious. I loved it all. And the lemon curd that was in it was nice and tart, but delicious. And it wasn't overly sweet. It wasn't as sweet as I thought it was going to be. Especially for a Disney dessert, it really wasn't as sweet as you would expect it to be. It wasn't as sweet as a normal cake, that's for sure. And the white chocolate ganache on top was phenomenal. Man, everything about it I really enjoyed. It was a really well presented and pretty piece of cake as well. The icing was in the colors of the 70th celebration, and it even had a little Mickey and icing on the back, a little hidden Mickey. That was cute. I thought that was a nice little touch. I love how satisfying the slices of cake look there. They're always cut perfectly. They use like a hot knife to cut it, and it's just perfect. They must wipe the knife between every cake slice too, because it's always exceptionally well cut. It's just nice, and it has neat edges and no crumbs or anything on the edges there. I did have one major problem though. There was a big cherry stem baked into the cherry compote, which I thought was really odd. I did talk to the manager afterwards, and I told him I didn't want any compensation or anything. I just wanted to prevent a future problem, because that could be a big choking hazard, especially for a kid. Even for an adult though, if I had bitten into that, I could see that being a really big choking hazard. It was a full cherry stem in there, which was really odd. So I told the manager they should probably look at quality control and have somebody double check that. And the manager was appreciative that I brought it up, because like they pointed out and like I pointed out, that could be a big problem. So hopefully in the future that isn't a problem. If you do get the cake though, just keep your eye out. Don't eat it too quickly, because that was alarming. That was really surprising to see such a big cherry stem inside the cake itself. But yeah, I'm glad I did tell the manager. I told him I didn't want anything free or anything. I just wanted to make sure that that wasn't a problem for another family too. The silver lining with that though is that it is real cherry in there. They're actually using cherry in making the compote. So that's nice. That's a good way to look at it right there. You know that it has real cherry and it is delicious. That's for sure. So I would recommend both the chicken and the cake. And I just think Plaza Inn's a really good place to eat. It's really affordable and you get a really good portion size, a good value. You could split the chicken and the cake between 2 people. It was enough food for 2 people. It was far too much for me, myself. You really got to go to Plaza Inn if you haven't. I would recommend going to Plaza Inn for lunch though, before they get so busy. Like I said, with the nighttime spectaculars back and everyone being on Main Street, Plaza Inn is more busy than it usually is at night. I would go there for lunch, and then I would reverse and get Rancho del Zocalo for dinner, because that tamale was really heavy. It really weighed me down through the park. It took me a long time to kind of get over that full feeling, and it was just a weird heaviness. Like, it almost gave me a stomach ache, but not quite, because it was a fried tamale. It was just a lot of grease and a lot of stuff to eat with chili for lunch. I would probably get that for dinner maybe before you head home. That way you don't have to walk around with a full stomach like that. But yeah, I'd recommend both. Both those things were good today.
But thank you guys for joining me. It's just starting to get dark and I am going to head home. It's getting so busy in the Esplanade out here. Oh my gosh. with grad night going on and people coming for paint the night and wondrous journeys, it is very, very busy tonight. So I'm gonna head out while I can before it gets too busy and the bus line gets too long. I appreciate you guys joining me today. Rancho del Zocalo was delicious. I love the food that I had there. I would recommend all 3 items. And man, that strawberries and cream, the Fresas Con Crema, was amazing. It was simple. It was elegant. It was just delicious. If you like strawberries and you like whipped cream, you're gonna love that one. I really enjoyed that. That's one of my new favorite desserts for sure. It was delicious and decadent and just amazing. And I love the Mocha Cream Puff too. I didn't taste the cinnamon. It said it was supposed to be a cinnamon Mocha Cream Puff. I didn't really taste cinnamon in that, but the mocha flavor was really good. It tasted like coffee and chocolate. Very good. It was a fun day. I got my Magic Key freebies and I looked at some merchandise. So I appreciate you guys joining me. I had a great day. I hope you guys had a great day coming along with me too. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you real soon. I'll be back. I hope you guys take care.